Hello, I trust that you are staying safe and warm and that you are doing well. There is no question that it is winter in Michigan once again. Today, I wanted to offer you an update over some of the changes that we're going to be implementing here in the ministry that are going to only help facilitate the sharing of God's Word, fellowship, and continued growth, both as a member and as a guest here at Faith Baptist Church. In the past, when we reopened, we would do 2 services in the morning like we're doing now, and I would preach both of those services. When we made that original plan, the deacons and Pastor Matt were concerned about my health, and I know many of you were as well. And so we attempted something and tried it, and after attempting it, realized that it might be too much for me long term, and we knew we needed to come up with a plan. I believe that we have come up with a very good plan that allows us to continue to do 2 services, and it'd be very sustainable. And so I wanted to share that plan with you. Now, if you watch the videos online at home, there's not much that's going to change for you. Each week, you'll turn on your device, your phone, your tablet, or your TV, or maybe your computer, and you'll log on to our YouTube channel, and you'll watch the service at 10:45 in the morning. You'll receive that link each week, and you'll see my face, and I'll be preaching a message each week. If you're coming to the building, things are going to be a little bit different. So we are offering 2 services here in the building. One is at 9:15 a.m. That's our early service. And the second service is at 10:45 a.m. I don't know if you've wondered why we chose those times, but we chose them very specifically because it gives us enough time to both clear the building and sanitize the facility before the second group of people come in for a second service. So here's where it's going to be different. If you're coming to the building, I will be preaching the 9:15 service one week and the 10:45 service the other week. And then alternating with me each week will be a rotation of either the deacons, Pastor Matt, or other guest speakers that we have in with us, and they'll preach the opposite service of the one that I preach. Now, again, at home, if you're watching online, nothing will change. In fact, you're going to get an addition. On top of the service that you'll get in the morning, a fresh sermon from me each week, you'll also receive a second link for a second service that you're able to watch in the evening. So now you're able to do service twice in one day, just like we've always been able to do before the crisis and the pandemic hit. If you're here in the building, again, you'll get me. Keep coming to the early service. So if you come to the 9:15 service, you'll get me the first week, and then the second week you'll get somebody else, and then it'll alternate. And don't feel like you've missed out. If you're coming to the building and you were really looking forward to hearing Pastor Matt preach his sermon on Colossians or whatever it is that he's going to be preaching, and you're disappointed because I was the one that preached, well, you'll be able to go home and in the evening watch that message of Pastor Matt. Alternatively, the same will be possible for you. If you come and you get one of our assistants in the morning, then you can go home and watch my service in the evening. And I'll be explaining all of this again on Sunday, especially to those of you that are in the building, because we're going to be starting this rotation, but I wanted to explain what's going on. So with all of that said, I'm looking forward to taking you on a tour of the building. A little unusual. I'm sure you all can imagine what it's like to have to point the camera at yourself and to go walking around. But hopefully I can take you on a tour of the building and show you some of the changes that have happened around here. All right, so we're starting off here in my office. I mentioned this before. There's been work done upstairs and downstairs. I just wanted to briefly show you some of the work that has been done here downstairs. My office is still a work in progress, but it is getting much better down here. And then if we step out into the nursery, my wife has been working diligently with some of the other ladies, and they have been working really, really hard to, get myself out of the way, to clean things up and redo everything. And so you get just a taste of the basement, and then let's go ahead and head upstairs and I'll show you what it looks like up there. All right, so coming upstairs, I'm probably going to point out things that some of you may have never even noticed, but there were things that we had, like we had some damage here in this wall, and it had been there for a little while. All of those things are fixed. You can see the new color, And I'll show you some other pictures so that you get a better idea of what it all looked like. We have put a new sound booth in the back corner. And then as well, we've gotten all the repairs done to the auditorium. It's looking so much better. To those of you that actually ever looked above the clock, that's where that really bad water damage was, and that's been all taken care of. As well as on this side, there was quite a bit of water damage. That's been taken care of. In the front corner up here, above the piano, that was damaged quite severely as well. So this is what the auditorium is looking like. Some of you may be watching this video and you're not able to come to the building. And so I would encourage you, if you'd like to see it, reach out to me. We just might be able to give you a private viewing sometime during the week where you would feel comfortable with coming in and seeing the changes that have been made. This took a lot of servants, a lot of work, and a lot of sacrifice. And just a huge thank you to them for all the work that they have done. Here's some of the pictures of the before and after from this project.